Okay, so tonight, um, this video is going to be my first review using my new camera. Got that one there. I saw it on the um, TikTok shop, and I'm kind of leery about buying stuff there. So I looked it up on Amazon and had really good reviews, so I'm trying it out. This allow me to connect it to my computer, and I can then use editing software, and I can try to make these videos a little bit more uh, pleasant to watch, hopefully. That's if I can figure that shit out. So tonight I'm doing a Knob Creek. This is the cask strength, so it's a 120.5 proof. Um, so this is just their basic 9-year, but at cask strength. Going to be my first time having it. Um, as I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of just the regular 9-year release, but I have loved the 12-year and the blenders edition, and then I did the 15 and the 21. This, so basically everything beyond that, the base model has been great. So we'll see how the base model is with a little bit more proof. And yes, Matt, and not our eggs. I'll fix it tonight. Ooh, that's amazing. That I think what I'm. That's really. It's not super sweet, but there's definitely a honey note to it. I don't get that on the palate. The palate, or excuse me, the nose. The palate is great. The nose is. It's like it's there, but it's not real strong. It just smells like bourbon. But wow, that I'm gonna move my phone because I'm not making a bunch of noise while I'm trying to do this. Not quite peanut brittle, but that is the most peanut note I've gotten on a Jim Beam product. That is, I guess, with the honey, and I can see where someone might get peanut brittle. So, um, oh man, that's good, and it drinks way under its proof. So, especially the fact that that's the first pour I've had tonight. So, I went into 120. You know, that was a cold entrance right there. Right as you take that sip, it's just honey. You get some oak, but it's just that honey caramel, mild sweetness, and then as soon as you swallow, it's just peanuts. I like that. I see this cash drink all the time, and I may have to break down and get some. 'Cause like I said, I've avoided uh, Knob Creek because I didn't care for the 9-year, and then trying the higher age statements and really liking it, and then that blenders is just phenomenal, which is available in my area now. So we're gonna have to grab some of that. But I'm gonna have to stop sleeping on this cast strength. That is really good. I mean, that's one of the better, and they're not super expensive. So there's no reason to skip it. Sorry, Computer went to sleep for a second. So I'm really kind of kicking myself for not for bypassing this for so long. Like I said, I didn't really have any reason to jump out and run out and buy it. I had such a grudge for against Jim Beam products for so long. Um, had a bad incident in my younger years with Jim Beam White Label, and it just kind of turned me off to anything that had that name on it. And then getting into whiskey a couple years ago, um, not really knowing much about it, and I'm like, I saw labels and I thought every label was its own place. And then learning, like I tried stuff and I didn't care for it. And then whenever I found out, well, they're owned and operated by Jim Beam, I thought, oh, well, obviously I don't like Jim Beam. Makes sense. And then one night, well, I say one night, uh, one day I was in the PX and they had gotten in two bottles of Booker's and it was Jimmy's batch. And it was marked down by about damn near $30. I think I got it for 71. And I jumped all over it just because of the price, and everybody was raving about how good it was, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And the $71 gamble paid off because I loved it. And since then, I was like, oh, well, maybe I don't hate Jim Beam, and I'll start trying other stuff. And it led to Old Granddad, and it's gone on. So there's still some of their labels that I don't care for, but I'm finding out that maybe as I get older, my palate changes. Well, that is just peanuts for days, man. That's so good. That is so good. But the sample came from my good friend Dean from That Bourbon Dude. Um, I'm not sure if he's in the Bourbon Real Talk community, but he is in the That Bourbon Dude group, and he's in there every night with us in the Discord. And so I really appreciate this sample from him, and I hope y'all enjoy it.